Hi, I'm Kyle from the Secure UX team, and today we're reviewing an iteration to help with the following. Let's outline the problem. When looking at the group dashboard, it's unclear what projects are being tested or not being tested. Additionally, some of the data reported in the screen we're looking at now may be out of date due to pipeline failures or having not run for a certain time. Also, as an information design fundamental, citing the data source of the data being displayed is crucial, such as the time, so in our case, the latest successful pipeline runs from project, and then the source, what are the projects that we're getting this data from. These citations are not noted in the UI. A few other notable issues are projects intended to be tested but are not being tested, or worse than a vulnerability. It's a sort of vulnerability in itself as a project, as there are no scans to document the vulnerabilities in that project. For a user to know where testing is taking place, there's also no easy way to do this other than going from project to project, which would be burdensome for larger customers. Though the testing status is shown on the configuration page, which is at the project level, and this is a step forward at the project level to help with that problem. Something to note on this page is we see the scans available to the user at the project UI. And what's nice about this is they have an understanding of how their project, quickly have an understanding of how their project's set up with security scans. And as we roll out new features, this also helps promote them and make them visible to the user. So some things that we may see here soon are some examples of that status to help them know, and then also to promote it, are secret detection for scanning and suggested solutions feature and security gates activation. Just a few examples of what we could have here to help promote those things and to give status. So going to the original problem on the group dashboard, taking a look at the proposed solution here, we're looking at the layout and where this would live, which is down here in the aside. Taking a closer look at this aside, we see projects that are being scanned here in this first tab, citing the data source of the vulnerabilities list. Furthermore, we're organizing them by when the scan was last successfully made. So showing the displayed within the last 5 days, if more, 15, 30, or 60 or more days. With the projects with the most delayed scans showing at the top, since these need the most attention because it could be a failed pipeline or the source of putting old data on the screen. In the next tab, we display projects that are not yet enabled with security scans. A helpful starting point for a user wanting to apply scans across projects. So they can just see an immediate sort of to-do list here, and they can jump to these projects and add the security jobs as they see fit. And then it's sort of a living, breathing audit list here of what projects do or don't have testing. So we don't put that burden on the user. Some follow-up considerations to this could be specifying the exact scan type that's being referred to. In the early MVC, we scoped it down to just showing if one of the 4 scanners, I'm omitting license scanning since that doesn't display information in the dashboard. So if 1 or the 4 of them are configured, then that constitutes for testing. So a follow-up iteration could be further specifying that so the user knows maybe it's 2 out of 4 or whatnot, so it's a little bit easier to audit what projects have what. And also, it may be helpful to further show what projects have our vulnerability check feature. Again, something that could promote the feature, we're looking at adding that to the project level, but if it was also visible in something like this area or elsewhere at the group dashboard, the customers could have an understanding of where that check is applied. And also, again, going back to promoting that feature exists, that they can use it, so it's promoted in the UI that way. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Added the related issues to the descriptions for any thoughts or feedback. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you.